Hello, my esteemed project managers, my awesome PM to be who is currently on the call. Excuse me. I hope you're doing awesome this evening. This is a very quick touch point to go over a few easy questions that came in. So let's go to the very first one. And those of you on the Savage on Saturday groups, on the Savage on Saturday groups, you probably got this notice. So feel free to hop on if you get this on the 3rd of March around 7:15 Mountain Standard, which is 9:15 Mountain Standard on the 3rd of March. So I put out a network diagram a few weeks back. Shri, I think you probably solved this one in your sleep. It's so ridiculously easy. But I have gotten a few questions about it. So I did want to address that. All right, so let's go ahead and solve it. So Shri, we're currently on YouTube, and some folks may be joining us via YouTube. But do you want to solve this for us? Can I hand over the remote to you, or can I hand over the annotation abilities to you? Do you want to annotate and solve it? Can you do that? Or would that be putting you on the spot? I know you're a boss in the making, so you should be able to tackle this one. Do you want to do it? Or should I do it? I'm putting you on the spot. You trust Phil to always put you on the spot, don't you? All right, I'll solve it. I'm not going to put you on the spot. I know you might be busy doing stuff this evening. Tomorrow is another work day and people are getting ready to go back to work. So I better not bother you with my needless banter. Let's start off with A, okay? We're going to use the zero method. 0 there, 8 there, 8 there, 12 there. If you're using the zero method, okay? Put the 12 here, get a 21, 21 here, 34 here, a 34 here, and a 40 here. Now, for this, you're going to take this 8 and put it in here. So this has been on the channel for quite a while, 19 there. We don't put anything in here just yet. We need to solve G. So G starts off at 0. We have a 19 here. We have two 19s, which means what goes in here is going to be exactly the same. So we put the 19 in here, 34 here. Oh, I shouldn't have even done this. That was bad. You see how I made that error? I actually shouldn't have done that. I wasn't looking. I just took it for granted because I knew the answer. I should not have done task I yet. I should have waited till I had done both E and H. It's just really bad of me. I knew the answer and I was just trying to get to the answer. So that's not very good. Learn from my mistakes. Task I can only be done when you have done E and H. Okay? All right, so let's put the 34 in now. 40 here. Put the 40 down and do your backward pass. 40 minus 6 is 34. 34 will go here, and everything else is pretty much going to be identical. All right, so I expect those of you who solved it did not find much difficulty in doing so, in finishing this off. Then we get an 8 here, and going backwards, we get a 19 here. We get an 8 here, we get a 19 here, we get a 0 here. And this just means everything is critical, okay? Now, some people say, well, Phil, what about doing it with the one method? The one method is very, very straightforward after you understand the 0, in my opinion. If you don't, there's just so much mental gymnastics, it kind of throws you off. But the bottom line is, if you did use the one method, for those who use the one, you would have had a +1 for everything in the early start and late start. So you'd have had a 9 here, a 9 here, a 13 here, a 13 here, 22, 22, 35, 35, just like that. Just add 1 to the early start and late start, and that's really what distinguishes the 1 from the 0. So you'd have had a 1 here and a 1 here. That's what you would have gotten if you used the one method, okay? So I hope that was fun. Those of you who are in the intermediate zone, trying to get ready for the PMP exam, and you're kind of in the intermediate stage, I would expect that you can solve this, or I would expect that you're kind of just getting into these network diagrams now, okay? So that is that about this network diagram. So let's clear all of that, and let me just show you on a clean slate what the answer would have been. This is what the answer should have been, okay? Using the 0. Using the 1, just go ahead and add a 1 to the early start and late start. And I think I asked the slack or the float of D is just going to be early start of E minus early finish of D. To find the free slack, or to find the total slack, it's, let me not take it for granted that everyone knows what I'm talking about. So free slack for D is going to be this, the early start for task E minus the early finish for task D, which would be 0. You have 21 minus 21, and that's 0. All right, so that is how to solve that problem. Okay, so this answers the question that I got, what is the solution for this problem or that problem? I hope that helps, and that's the very first question I wanted to answer. I'm going to stop the recording. Those of you on YouTube, you won't notice anything, and those of you watching after the fact, you'll notice because I will end the recording. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now. All right. Bye.